Guys, welcome to February and a new video on the VP Concepts YouTube channel. I'll explain everything later. I'm a hot mess. I just walked back from the gym, and I have something to show you guys, a package that came, something we're going to review in this video today. But I wasn't expecting it tonight. I wasn't expecting the box to be here, but we're going to do a quick unboxing. And again, we'll cut later to this and explain how and why they're here. But as we do on this channel, we just wing it. And when stuff comes in, I share it with you. I got so many of you that have become, truly my friends online, and the audio community, the audiophile community, everybody in general has been so supportive. So I just, again, treat you like, this is your house and we're here hanging out, right? Just sharing the hobby together. And so when anything like this happens, I don't want to exclude you guys. No matter what the situation is, coming back from the gym, sweaty, boxes coming at 8 at night, whatever, we're gonna share together what's going on. So here we are. So this is a product that is on Amazon, just like the Timeless 7 Hertz, or the 7 Hertz Timeless, I guess you could say. Planar magnetics on Amazon. I bought those, did a review on them. By now, everybody in the IEM community knows what they are. So I got a hold of these, and again, we'll explain how, why, and when, and everything else in a minute. But right now, since they're here, let's just do a quick unboxing before they go through the break-in period and we review them, etc., etc. So first of all, again, I haven't even touched these guys. They just came out of the package. I have no idea what's going on. So inside. So we're going to do this together. First of all, again, when I'm comparing stuff, which I will do all through this video, to my Timeless, because they are my pride and joy everywhere I go with my Go Blue. I'm never without high-end audio now, in my opinion anyway. So that's what we're gonna do the baseline on. So I don't even know how to open this thing. Let's see, we're one-handed. 1, 2, 3. You guys can pay attention so that when it's your turn, you'll know. There we go. So it's magnetic. It's a magnetic box. Looks like we've got, if there are any needs or questions, please visit us. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Again, a very nice box. Holy shnikes, man. Whoo! Look at this. Now, my Timeless came with a little aluminum box, which, to be honest with you, I just tossed right away. It's, it just wasn't anything that I would want to travel with or carry. But look at the presentation, guys. I mean, it's like a little miniature Pelican case. It's like we got some directions or paperwork here. Got some important tips. Enjoy your music with BASN. I don't know if it's BASN or BASN, guys. BASN. We'll just say that. BASN IEMs. Very nice presentation so far. Hot damn. So I'm not seeing any. Oh, there they are. Look, holy crap, guys. I'm so glad that I turned this on and watch it. I'm sharing this with you guys. I'm blown away right now. Damn, I'm blown away. It comes with a 1/4-inch adapter. Are you kidding me? It looks like a cleaning tool, guys. I'm going to assume that's a cleaning tool. Man, here are the ear tips, a lot of them, and it looks like the tool to pull out the headphones from the cable when you're installing them in and out, the MMCX. So, dude, look at this. I mean, it's sewn. This is crap, dude. I'm blown away. The price point on these guys, I don't even know yet. I believe they're going to be around the same price as the Timeless, probably 230, 250, around that. But just look at the quality. Now, as you guys know, I've got an aftermarket headphone cable that I've been beta testing for like 3 months, and it's still not done yet. They're waiting on some parts, but it's almost ready for the actual finished product. But for now, I'm using the prototype. But two freaking cables in here. Now, why? One, it looks like a 3.5, and this looks like a Ah, so it looks like one's balanced and one's not balanced. Dude, are you kidding me? And these, I mean, it looks almost like, I'm gonna have to look this up, guys. I don't know if one's silver and copper, or if that's just the coloring, or if one's like plated or not. I'm gonna look into this for you guys, but I am blown away. 2 cables, one balanced, one not balanced, a 1/4 inch, a cleaning tool, all of the, dude, and we haven't even got to the headphones yet. So I ordered purple, guys. I really wanted to do something different. These are gorgeous. I don't know if that's plastic. No, it feels like metal. Again, we'll look into this more, guys. I just want to do the unboxing first and then get into the meat of everything after. But I just wanted to do this with you since they just came in, and I was no freaking way I was going to unbox these and start burning them in before I showed you guys what was in the box. Look at that shield. These are dude, let's be honest. These are a lot sexier. I mean, if you want to say that, a lot more handsome, whatever. They're good looking compared to my Timeless. My Timeless are, let's be honest, well, let's get them out and AB them here real quick. See, I said I was just going to do an unboxing, and look now. But anyway, and again, these are my babies, and I don't think they're going to get dethroned, but that's the 7 hertz, right? Bam. Dude, come on. These are sexy as hell, dude. So anyway, that's it, guys, for unboxing. I don't think there's anything else hiding in here, but this is part 1. I'm going to explain where these came from and the daylight, and we're going to burn them in, and we're going to do a review. So we're going to be back in a moment, but anyway, happy weekend evening, and I'll be back to you in a minute.
3 weeks later.
Okay, guys, and we're back. It's been quite the perspective gained on IEMs, because, as you guys know, I'm more into the big rig in the computer audio system over here, and going with headphones like my Sennheiser HD600s and my Audiophile LCD XCs. Those were my first, foray into just headphone listening in the house and not playing on regular room speakers. And obviously upgrading the Kimber cable, on here and hearing that lift in performance that's capable with headphones. They are upgradable just like both my systems. It really got me curious about IEMs, and the first one I had was the I think they were called the AN ones, or the 1ANs, and then I went to the Creative Audiovanas, and from $99 to $150, and then to the Timeless 7 hertz, which was or the 7 hertz Timeless, which was $230 about, and now we're into here with the MT Pros. By the way, BASN is how you pronounce it, not BASN. It is an all metal case. It actually says it on the box here that this is all metal, which is nice. And the secondary cord in there in the box that I thought was balanced is not. It just has a microphone, inline microphone. So that's what that was. I just wanted to clarify that from the unboxing we just did. But I was so curious, because what happened, guys, here, to get back on topic, is that BASN emailed me through my YouTube channel and said, hey, look, we've got a new pair coming out. Here's the price point, and we're interested in having you review them in exchange for the product, and just give your honest review. And as you guys know, this is the joy of the hobby, is getting to a point where my videos are recognized by companies that want my opinion to share with you guys. I think it's great, because otherwise, how are we going to get stuff in here? Because what I review with you guys is what I plan on having for myself, because it passes my scrutiny, and it's an upgrade to what I already have. So things don't float through as much as I would like a regular reviewer. As you guys have been following me from the beginning, that. But like I said, that can change at some point, but right now I'm really enjoying this with you guys. So I said, sure, if you think that your product can compete with the 7 hertz Timeless, then send it, because that's what I'm going to compare it against, because that's what I own and use. And they said, okay, and they sent it. So that's a tall order, right? Because you know how much I love my Timeless. So I'm not going to call this a review. I'm going to call it my impressions of this product after I've been using it now for about 2-3 weeks. I wanted to give you guys an honest impression because a lot of you guys have the timeless. And I'm sure you want to know, hey, is there anything that's coming out better in the planar magnetic technology or production? Is it advanced? Is it matured? Can I get more for my money? That's what I was thinking. So here's my opinion. When I got them, as you know, I gushed about their looks and their build quality. And the presentation of what you get and the accessories in the box was so much more than the timeless. And that wowed me right away, obviously, right? So, but it comes down to listening. And when I first put these in, there were 3 factors that were hindering me even wanting to do a review on these. One was that this, out of all of my products, probably next to my Oppo, I used to have my BDP 105 or 205. It's been a while. The burn-in time on this thing was stupid long, like 230 hours. And so anything that I was listening to before that sounded closed in, congested. There was no sound stage. There was no treble. I was just stunned that there was a lot of bass right away, but I just couldn't believe it. And I tried all of the different ear tips in the box along the way. And I also, nothing was working. That wasn't working. It just sounded like a $15 gumball machine headphone. I couldn't believe it. It's like, what did they send me? And then I started testing the cords and noticed there was major changes. And again, you guys know I'm a cable guy, period. If you don't believe that, fine, use the stock cables. But what I did is I ended up taking the ear tips off of the timeless and putting them on here. And my prototype cable that, gosh, guys, I'm sorry it's taking so long. We're like 2 months past launch and they're still waiting on parts, so I can't talk about it yet. But my prototype cable, I took off and I put it on here and everything changed immediately. Like, oh my God, come to Jesus moment. I've never in my life realized how different or how important ear tips are on an IEM and cable. So the ear tips made even more of a difference than the cable did, I'll tell you. So I'm just going to give that disclaimer, right? I could, if I would have taken these out and not had different ear tips to try outside of the ones that came in the box or a different cable to try, this would have gone back immediately. It was garbage. I let it burn in 230 hours. I changed the ear tips. I changed the cable. And oh my God, I'm in love, okay? So some listening impressions. Comparing to the timeless. And again, trying to compare what my over ears do instead of the in-ears. So the first thing that this thing does better than any of the 3 IEMs I had before this is bass. The bass on this thing is simply euphoric. It is deep. I mean, punchy deep. It is full and plump, yet fast, accurate, tight. When you play an upright bass and those finger plucks are happening, even if it's in the middle of a busy score, right? You're trying to make out the instruments. That bass you hear right there, pluck, 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 pluck. It is freaking phenomenal. And like the timeless, how far you have it in or out matters, but more than that, how you tilt them forward or back on your ear really made a difference to the tuning, okay? The comparison when I was listening to the same track on the timeless has a very, it has a thinner presentation, but I would call it more like airy, a little bit more air. I think it's that treble energy that the timeless has, and I'll get to that in a minute. But during those upright plucks and stuff like that, on the timeless, as good as it is and as much as I love it, they sounded almost just kind of blurred into the music. It was just in there, and I'm not talking like, oh, that's a bass. It was almost blurry, like washed out sounding compared to this. The bass in this is so damn good. So for my deep house listening, which is pretty much all I listen to when I go out walking and stuff, it's phenomenal. Matter of fact, after using these for a weekend and then taking the timeless out, playing the same track list, I kept pushing the timeless in my ear harder, trying to hear the bass over the traffic and stuff going on, the seagulls and all that stuff down by the waterfront. With these, and it's just there, loud. It engulfs you with just, you're just head slamming. Ozzy Osbourne, I played one of his tracks, or one of his albums on this, and it was crazy good. Yes, I do listen to other things besides deep house and jazz. And I listened to the whole album. It was from 2006. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it just blew me away how good these do metal and rock and deep house. Now, the mid range, they're close. They're very comparable. Like vocals on this, when I played Lady Blackbird, Fix It, the vocals sounded very close in the mid range. So both these guys have nice mid range, but this I would say has a darker or chocolatey kind of sound to it, much more than the timeless, because that timeless has that treble energy that's just in there that this doesn't have. And I just think that kind of thins things out. Really, I mean, honestly, this sounds more three-dimensional, like 3D fleshed out. This is more 2D or flatter, but yet this has more air, and that's surprising to me. But this does, the notes in here just sound much more rounder and fatter. Okay, where the timeless wins, I think, is in that overall treble energy, because when I listen to Elsane, can't remember the track, all of the tracks or have that same deep bassy sound. On here, it sounded very dark. I went and took these on the PS Audio to put a lot of power in them to see how they scaled. And on the computer audio system with the PS Audio, this sounded dark. Like I kept wanting to get that treble lift where these were just open and airy, but yet these were slamming and punching and these were not. So in the bass, I would say that to compare this for you guys who may have the timeless, is you're going from a ported box where there's a lot of bass and it's just really there, it fills the headphone. You're going from a ported box to a sealed box where everything's tight, deep, punchy, just goes to those deeper levels, where this is more, the timeless is more of an open, fuller bass as far as just all around you. This is more accurate and you can place it and it's quicker and it just hits you. You guys remember mini trucks in the 80s? All right, you got in your friend's truck who had a ported box and that bass was stupid, right? It was making your hair fly up. It was all in the cabin. It was vibrating your head. And then you got into a truck where it had sealed, like kicker isobarics, right? They were super thin box and behind the seat, and you could feel it punch you like it was going to stop your heart, right? Like it was just pounding you deep, tight. The car in front of you could just literally feel their feet punching the bottom of their feet. Where with the timeless, it's more of that overall SPL fill in the air. That's fine until you compare it to the BASN, and then you're like, damn, man, I'm missing out on the bass and the accuracy and the clarity of that bass. It's in this and it's not in the timeless. So this wins. And also in the mid-range, I prefer the chocolatey sound of this and the warmth of the voices, but there is a little bit more air with the timeless. So overall, can I say one of these beat the other? No, that's total preference. If I had to pick one or the other right now, guys, yes, I would pick the BASN over the timeless simply for the looks, for the accessories, for the fit. This looks like you have quarters in your ear. This looks like you're wearing a beautiful purple anodized headphone. For those who love bass, you definitely want this. For those who want that more open, airy feel, like if you're listening to, it's a good example, like flotation or meditation or something with that ambiance and presence, you're going to get that fuller, open sound with the timeless. But as you listen, you will notice that that bell that dings in the background just kind of is tinny, where this, it rings out and has that resonance like a real bell, or the sound of it. I can almost change that, guys. This sounds like a real bell when it tings out, but this has more decay. That's the best way I can put it. So you've got a much bigger case here, much bigger body than the Timeless. The Timeless is very thin compared to it, in my opinion. And I think that's where this bass tuning is better with this, is there's more body. The fit's fine. You do feel more of it in your ear. It's fatter and thicker, but yet the Timeless is kind of harder and doesn't quite fit as comfortably. So man, it's really a toss-up. So if you have the Timeless and you're into bass and you're into a lot of metal, if you're into a lot of rock, a lot of deep house, trance, get these. If you're a jazz guy or you listen to a lot of ambiance music, the Timeless is fine if you have that. I do wish these had a little bit more of that treble energy with my jazz, but when those upright bass notes hit and everything comes out, these are more accurate. These are more real. These are more organic than the Timeless. So I would say that the MT Pro is like the Odyssey, and the 7 Hertz is more like my HD 600s. I mean, almost perfect personality traits, right? Darker, deeper, heavier sounding, more closed in, but yet more accurate. These are more euphoric, more open. They lack in bass. They have more treble energy. It's almost the same freaking thing. So obviously I have 2 headphones here that I listen to my tastes, and there's no reason you can't have 2 headphones here to listen to the musical taste, right? I float between them back and forth, but all things said and done, I listen to these more than I do the Timeless now because of their organic sound, because of the bass, because they're just so much more realistic and more accurate and more mature than the Timeless. So that's what's happened in the past year since I've had these, is that technology is changing. But one caveat again, guys, don't judge these based on the ear tips that come there. I hope you have your own from another set, or you can buy some aftermarket, but the tips that come with this suck, and the cables are awful. But you change that cable, you change that ear tip, and now you're beating the Timeless in many areas. So that's my opinion on these guys. I'm so glad I got to share it with you. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Again, I always do this before I go. Guys, I went to a concert to spoil myself for Valentine's Day. It was at the Benaroya Hall in Seattle. It was an orchestra event. It was a symphony. And Arabella Steinbacher, all right, classical music. She is a violinist, and she is absolutely incredible. Here's a picture of the venue now, and it just brought tears to my eyes, her performance. So she's on Tidal, and her CD's available. For those of you who love classical music, you may want to check it out. And until then, let's do the customary view out the window for you guys. Sorry for the squeaky chair, by the way, if you heard that during the review there. And hopefully we'll come up with something good in March. Until then, guys, hope you had a good Valentine's Day, and we'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye.